Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. Today on this channel I'll be trying out a new recipe. I'll be making some plantain frittatas. Was this recipe a very big hit or a huge disaster? Let's find out, shall we? For our plantain frittata, we'll be making use of some eggs, some bell peppers, tomatoes, onions, and then the star of the dish, which is the plantain. Okay, so you make use of some semi-ripe plantain, not so soft. We'll start off by cutting the bell peppers into small chunks or large chunks, whichever size you prefer. Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on here, please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Don't also forget to comment, like, share, engage the video. Let me know what you think of the recipe. Would you also be trying this recipe out? Thank you. Okay, so we'll dice or cut up our red, yellow and green bell peppers. This would give it color and also provide added nutrients to the dish. Once you're done dicing our peppers, we'll set this aside and do the same for the tomatoes as well, and also for the onions. For my tomatoes, I sliced this into two and then I proceeded to deseed the tomatoes. I took away the inside. So you can also make use of this, but it's all down to preference. I took out the inside, that's the seed, and then I rinsed it out before dicing this into small pieces as well. I would also be slicing our onions. I'll leave a portion out, which I'll be putting in my oil when frying my plantains. We are done chopping our onions. We'll be moving on to our plantains. So I'll take off the skin on the plantain. Once that is done, I will discard the skin, rinse my hand and then come back to slicing. So I also have some frozen plantains which I would also be adding to ensure it goes round for this recipe. So we are going to be slicing this not so thin and not so thick into this shape. So this is the shape that works when you're trying to make plantain frittatas. I know there are many shapes which we can cut our plantains, but this is the shape we would want to go for when making plantain frittatas. Once we're done cutting this up, we will then start frying our plantains. So I already had my oil on the stove. Yeah, you can see my oil is already hot enough. So I went in with the plantains and then I allowed to fry until golden brown. While our plantain is frying, I would move on to frying of my onions and bell peppers. I forgot to put in that the other part of the onions which I wanted to add when frying the plantains. So I just put it in. Yes, so in a clean pot, we'll go in with some oil, a little, and then we'll proceed to fry our onions and then our bell peppers. We just want to fry this for a little bit because we'll be adding this to our eggs. So just a little bit, and then we'll season with some salt and some bouillon powder as well, and also some habanero pepper, for the heat. But this is optional. If you don't like spicy food, you can totally skip the habanero out. So once we're done frying, we'd also leave out some of the bell peppers for decorating the top of the plantain frittatas, like I said, to give it color. At this point, we are done frying the bell peppers and the onions. I will take this off the heat, set it aside and allow it to cool down because I'll be adding these to my eggs. Okay, moving on, I'll be going to check on my plantains. My plantains are ready, so I'll take this off the oil and then we'll move on to making the plantain frittatas. Plantain frittatas. I like the way that sounds. Okay, so we'll do this scoop by scoop, and this is the color we'd want to go for. A little golden brown if you would like as well, if you like some more color on yours. Once you're done, I kept frying some more. This was my frozen plantains which I showed you earlier. So I would fry that because I needed some more plantains in order to go around the frying pan. In a clean bowl, I'll be breaking in my eggs. I'll be making use of 6 eggs because my eggs are fresh from the farm. I'll be breaking all of them into the same bowl. But please, if you're not sure of the quality of your eggs, try to break them in separate bowls or separate plates before adding together so you don't get one bad egg in the mix. I would salt this slightly and then I'll whisk together. Okay, after whisking the egg, I will then turn in my fried bell peppers, the bell peppers and the onions which I fried earlier. I would add this into the egg. I'll be adding this into the eggs, yes, and then I'll whisk this again, and then we're ready to make our plantain frittatas. In a clean pan, that's the frying pan, I'll be layering one on the bottom of the pan. I'll be layering this with some plantains, and then I will go in with my egg mix. Okay, once I add this, I'll just cover the frying pan and allow this to cook on low heat. Why we cook this on low heat is so it doesn't get burned at the bottom, right? I would also layer the top of this with some plantains as well. So the bottom layer, plantains, the middle of the pan will go in with our egg mixture, and then the top layer would go in with some more plantains, and then we'll garnish this or we'll finish this off with our chopped bell peppers to make it colorful. Okay, so once you're done adding all of this, we'll cover the frying pan or the pot, whatever you're using, and allow it to cook. So I believe you can also bake this. Yes, you can also bake this. If you have a baking sheet, you can also bake this. So just layer it as you see me do, and then put it in your oven and bake. But you'd also keep monitoring this. Okay, so it's almost ready, just a little bit, so I'll allow it to cook for some more, and voila, our plantain frittata is ready. It didn't quite turn out the way I expected because it kept breaking, but well, I ate it because I made it, but I don't feel it looks visually appealing the way I've seen it online, and it kept breaking at some point. But yeah, we keep trying until we perfect it. But I would give myself a 6 or a 7. Yeah, but let me know how it turns out for you. Would you be trying this recipe out? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.